Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel 2. So, for today, we have one thing to do, and that's the most important thing. We have to do our bonding events. So, let's go to the map, let's pick the right map. I already made my choice on who I want to watch. I have made Alisa my choice for the love interest of the game, and then I wanted to do Toval and Sharon just because I want to have at least one bonding event with my, let's just say, secondary members, the adults for besides the class 7 members. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do today. So that means that at the moment we have to watch the other 3, and after that we'll watch the ones we picked. So let's get started and let's see if we can find them. I think Milliam Claire would be nice to start off with.
Oh, this spot gets the best view of the whole town you can get. Now where am I gonna play today? Someone mentioned a spot where you can snowboard around here, and that sounds like it could be kind of fun.
Nice to see she's making herself at home. If she's interested in snowboarding, she might need some help to get started. Maybe I should go with her. Let's go, let's watch. Snowboarding, huh? Want me to join you? I hate to assume, but I'm guessing you've never gone before. I grew up around snow, so I can show you the ropes if you want.
Ah, you mean it? That would be awesome, but I did say I'd lend Claire a hand today.
Oh, go have fun. You can help out with me later.
Boom! Schedule cleared. Let's go carve some powder. That's what you say, right?
That's what you can say if you want. No rules. That's snowboarding.
Wow, this course is super nice looking.
Yep, all the younger guys in the village helped make it. That goes for me too, of course. It was a while before enrolling at the academy.
Oh, really? Neat. Alright, time to have some fun.
But you never used a snowboard, right? You should probably start by learning the basic instead of trying to have a race right off the bat.
Nah, why go through all the boring stuff when I got Lemmy?
What kind of trouble are you conjuring up this time?
Lemmy! I'll race on Lemmy and you race on your snowboard, and we'll see who claims victory.
You can't be serious. There's not much point in racing on snowboarding, of course, but if you're just going to fly over everything.
But it'll be fun, and fun's all that matters. So let's go, let's go, let's go!
Do I actually need to race, or are you just gonna see the results? Nope, I actually need to race. Can we shoot them out of the sky? Alright, so we don't have any flags, so we can try to get our best. I get some extra speed by jumping down the ledges. Come on! So close! We can make it! We can make it!
Yes, we did! Wow, nicely done!
And victory is mine!
Look at you, Rean! I can't believe you beat Lemmy!
Well, I'm pretty used to snowboarding, and this is the beginner course. Erebonia sure is fast though. Racing against him reminded me of when we were chasing you two all across the highlands.
I guess you did, huh? Lemmy can do way more than this though.
Probably the only one who could really take him down would be that one girl and Sammy. Actually, none of you brought that up. You wouldn't happen to know anything about her, would you? I mean, you've got the same surnames, that can't be a coincidence.
Beats me. All I can tell you is that was definitely the first time we've ever met. Maybe she's a friend of a friend or something.
That doesn't explain the surname. You know, I really don't know much about Milliam. We might be classmates, but she doesn't talk much about her background. Maybe she's just not ready to?
Who cares who she is anyway? Friend, foe, or distant relative? She kidnapped Elise and the princess, right?
Well, yeah, but...
We're gonna save them, Rean. If fighting her is what it takes to make it happen, then just what we're going to do. And I'm gonna help, cause that's what classmates are for, right?
Right you are. Thanks, Milliam. We still don't have any clues as to where the two of them actually are, but I'll be counting on you to help us find out. And to rescue them when the time comes.
You betcha!
Yeah. So simple, but so sweet. That's Milliam. And dangerous at the same time. They stayed out for a while longer to enjoy the wintry scenery together, and then they headed back to Ymir.
Thanks for coming with me, Rean. Next time I've got to try turning Lemmy into a board or something. That'll be awesome.
What can Lemmy do? Nice to see that Milliam hasn't lost any of her spark. Even though we really had to work cut out for us back in North, I'm glad we managed to resolve the trouble here. Speaking of North, I should probably ask, do you know anything about that Altina girl? Like, why is she and Milliam both have weird puppets in the same last name? I do. Unfortunately, all of my information is property of the Intelligence Division, and as such, my lips are sealed. But to be blunt, telling you would only serve to confuse you, and we can't afford to have your mind anywhere else now. It is aliens, isn't it? Milliam is an alien. Or a secret government project, when they raise children to be aligned with certain tech they discovered from millennia ago. I have no idea. It could be literally anything. And that's what makes it so interesting, doesn't it?
Fair point. Ooh, what you guys whispering on about? Wait, I see what's going on here. Hushed whispers, staying close, working together. You two are dating, aren't you?
Excuse me? Oh, that's your definition of dating?
Putting Milliam's questionable observational skills aside, I'm glad we have Sharon on our team. She'll prove to be a valuable asset in protecting this town from outside threats too. Which means we're safe for now. You should rest up while you can, Rean. Thanks for coming with me, Rean. Next time, I've got to try turning Lemmy into a board or something.
Yeah, and I did see that her character profile got updated. So does that mean that I can't get certain information if I didn't pick their bonding skills? Interesting, because you only have limited bonding points, at least in the original game. I know with mods and possibly New Game Plus, we do have the possibility to watch them all and keep them. But that's for New Game Plus, that's not for now. Alright, so we have Gaius right over here, and at the tavern we have Machias. I've only been away from the Empire for a month, so I'm kind of surprised by how much I missed it. What a great town to come back to. This village holds a lot of memories for Class 7, I can certainly say that. I'm happy you feel that way. Given that the people here are being gracious enough to host us yet again, I'd like to give them something in return. I just haven't decided exactly what yet. Should I help him out? It's not like I don't owe everyone a lot here. Let's go. Why don't we help clear up some of the snow then? It hasn't been coming down that hard, but it never hurts to have a clean walkway. It's good exercise too. No complaints here. Let's borrow some shovels and get to work. Rean and Gaius headed over to the mansion storehouse to borrow a couple of shovels. And once they were adequately equipped, they started clearing the snow off some of the village's more popular pathways. We finished that in record time. Thanks for your help. Although it is still snowing, so I'm sure it'll build up again before long. Well, still, it was a good exercise, so it wasn't all for nothing. All that work warmed me up a bit too. I wish I could say the same about my fingers and toes. I'm surprised you're not freezing with how lightly you're dressed though. Well, it's chilly all year round in the highlands. We don't get snow like you find here, but we're used to dealing with the cold. Oh really? Well, if you say so. I mean, I'm fairly used to cold weather too, but I don't think living here all my life has ever stopped me from feeling the cold. Anyway, you all right with stopping by the footpath to warm up a bit? I guess that doesn't sound too bad. Is the rest of our team gonna join us as well? This really is relaxing. It's a pleasure to be able to use the springs here again after our last visit. I think there are a few on the outskirts of the highlands, but it's never been our custom to soak in them like this. Well, every country is different, I guess. Well, there really is a lot to love about Erebonia. I still hope to bring my whole family here once everything's calmed down. Really? Toma, Lily and Sheeta really did seem sad to see you go. You must be worried about them. Yeah. Lord's no longer in any immediate danger, but it's still difficult to rest easy with the war raging on. The sooner everyone can return to living in peace, the better. Yeah. And when that happens, I want to show them more of this great country. No tanks, no soldads, but the things that made me come see Erebonia as a second home to begin with. Like the snow and the hot springs here, and this place is just one of many stunning places to see, each one rich with tradition. I really hope you can. I still don't know how much we can do, but we'll put our best foot forward so we can make that a reality. I know how much your family means to you, Gaius, and I hope we can help you reunite with them. Thanks. That means a lot. Yeah, they're great friends, aren't they? Forward through battle. Your bond with Gaius strengthened. I'd like to show Toma, Lily and Sheeta more of Erebonia once it's safe to. There are so many beautiful things and rich cultural traditions to see, like the snow and hot springs here, for example. I guess this is another reason to pick up my spear and keep on fighting. It truly is. Alright, one more event to go. Then we're gonna reload and go with the ones we wanted to pick. And hope that we made the right choice. Total recommended I try the coffee here, and now I can see exactly why. The beans themselves are fairly standard, but the roasting method they're using has given them a wonderful aroma. Coffee this good pairs perfectly with all these chess game transcriptions I've been reading. Wait, you're reading up on games other people played? You must really love your chess. Well, you could say that. I like to think I've gotten better ever since joining the lower class chess club too. But I haven't played in a long time. Reading records like this may be fun, but it's no match for the real thing. You know, I could play against him. Let's go! I'm pretty sure there's a chess set over in the Phoenix Wings, Machias. It might not be up to club standards, but it should see us through a match or two if you're interested. Oh, I am interested. But only if you expect me to come at you with everything I've got. Way ahead of you. Yeah, he wouldn't want any other way. Even if it means we're gonna get beaten up pretty severely. Rean and Machias enthusiastically ran off the Phoenix Wing to grab the chess set, and then they sat down for the game with coffee in hand. Well, this is going just swell. I figured you'd be rusty enough for me to maybe stand a chance at winning, but no, you're just as sharp as ever. I wasn't part of the chess club for nothing. You're doing a good job at holding your own though, so don't feel too bad. You're reminding me of how tenacious a player Stefan was. He was the captain of the lower class chess club, wasn't he? I wonder what he's up to right now. I wish I knew. He's a hot-blooded guy though. I can't picture him sitting around idly. I wonder what the students from the upper class chess club are doing too. You're worried about them, aren't you? I know we were competing against them initially, but it looked like you guys were putting your differences behind you. We were. At the end of the day, this war is started by the Noble Alliance, not by nobles as a whole. For every noble who's in favor of it, there's another who's much of a victim of it as commoners are. You've changed. You used to be cool. No, he definitely means it in the right way. Because in the past, he wouldn't even let one noble slip by. Just because they were nobles. Back when we first met, all of it took was someone whispering the word noble to set you off on a rant. Well, I'd like to believe I've been able to mature a little since enrolling at the academy. Either way, with my father being one of the many victims of this war after his arrest, I can only hope we can do something to better the situation for everyone. Yeah, same here. But I'm sure we'll be fine. No matter how desperate things seem, if you keep searching for ways to turn things around, you'll find one. That's true for the Civil War as much as it is for the game of chess. Tying it to chess now, are we? Well, I do see what you mean. All we can do is keep looking for that one move that will change everything. Crap, why did you move that piece there? Talk about perfect timing. That is, there is my own one move that changed the game. Might be able to win against you after all, huh? We'll see about that. I'm only just getting started. Yeah, a great game of chess can really sharpen your tactical skills. I can confirm that. The game continued with Machias determined to win, and while he did secure his victory, it was a challenging game throughout, and it was safe to say both he and Rean thoroughly enjoyed themselves in the process. Alright, I guess it's time for us to reload and start with our other bonding event, so let's go! Alright, right back here again, but with something else on the agenda, and that is looking at the ones we have picked for today. So, that would be Sharon in the kitchen, Alisa in the store, and Tovel at the... Is he at the station? I think he is, isn't he? Why are you doing the cooking, Sharon? Oh, I thought it might be the best way to make myself useful. Lady Swartzer and I have been plotting out all sorts of culinary concepts that could aid with your father's recovery. She looks shockingly comfortable in our kitchen. I never gave it much thought before, but seeing an Ouroboros enforcer standing in my house is kinda weird. Is something the matter, Master Rean? Could I make you a favorite dish or something of the sort? Lady Alisa is out shopping for ingredients at the moment, so it's not too late to put in any special request. I would gladly leave deciding the dinner menu to the two of you. You would be just like a married couple. Whatever you want to make will be just fine. I don't know why I'm just wasting my time worrying about her past. She's still our Sharon, no matter who she works for. Well, I've got it on my mind though. Maybe I should take some time to ask her a bit about Ouroboros? Let's do that. Will be very interesting. So, this is kinda out of the blue, but would you mind telling me a bit about Ouroboros? If you can, anyway. I feel like I should learn as much about them as possible since we're almost definitely going to face off again. Oh, goodness. Would you be willing to accompany me onto the mountain path again? Huh? I mean, sure, but why? You'll see when you get there. Though, if you need some time to get ready, I can wait. Do we need to fight her, and if we win, we get the information? Oh, a dead end. What exactly did you bring me here for, Sharon? Is there something here that I'm not seeing? This should be far enough from the village. We wouldn't want to cause any trouble for anyone, huh? What are you doing? Please draw your blade, Master Rean. Allow me to take this opportunity to give you a little due practice. Practice? Where did this come from? I'm sure you don't need me to inform you of this, but Ouroboros has chosen to support the Noble Alliance in their endeavors.
The agents assisting them are incredibly powerful and skilled, much like the Phantom Thief. They're all that powerful? Should you choose to define the way you and your classmates fight as good, then the society of Ouroboros is nothing short of evil. Trying to fight evil such as that head-on is pure folly. But I too am part of the society, so perhaps by fighting me, you could discover something that will help you stand up to them. And I think that will be far more useful than you simply learning information about the group that may serve no purpose. I see. Alright then, I accept your challenge. No holding back, Master Rean. I need to see what you're truly capable of. Yeah, go all white-haired. The impromptu training session then quickly began. Sharon showed no mercy, subjecting Rean to the full might of her many skills. And he struggled valiantly to find an opening to mount a counterattack, barely enduring her onslaught. That was wonderful. It takes some impressive skill to be able to catch one of my steel wires in such a short period of time. I was only able to catch the one though. If this hadn't been a real combat situation and you were fighting to kill, I would have been torn to shreds long before that. Oh, that may well be true. Still, you determinedly tried to find ways to turn overwhelming odds in your favor, never once giving up. Seeing that was enough to make me believe this practice session was not in vain. Do you mind if I ask you a question, Sharon? Why do you do so much to help us when you're supposedly still with Ouroboros? It seems strange to be trained on how to fight against their members by someone who's part of the group. Oh, the enforcers of Ouroboros are granted a certain degree of freedom in what we do. I simply exercise that freedom to choose serving yourselves and the Reinfeld family over Ouroboros. Though the fact that I'm a member of society does not change, of course. That clears up approximately nothing for me. At the very least, I can assure you that you have nothing to worry about. Until this war reaches a conclusion, I'll fight alongside you and your classmates. That I promise. My love and my devotion are not only Lady Alisa, but with each and every one of you. I swear to the goddess I will protect and fight for you with all that I am. Thank you. We'll be counting on you, Sharon, always. Nothing would make me happier. Yeah, this was a good choice. I can stand behind this one. Their conversation over, Sharon gave Rean first aid with the injuries he had sustained during the battle. And together, they returned to Ymir. I must admit, I found that training incredibly rewarding. But now that you've exercised, you should eat something nutritious and take a rest. Nothing will spoil your appetite for tonight's dinner, of course. Of course. Alright. I do wonder what Alisa's up to now. Because Sharon did say she was buying the ingredients for dinner. So, if we do our bonding event, will we have a say in what we're gonna eat tonight? Oh, Sharon wants to do some cooking later, so I'm here to stock up on ingredients. She asked for stuff that will be nice and nutritious for your dad too. Thank you so much for doing this. You must be exhausted after the time you spent in North too, so try to get some rest if you can. Thanks, maybe I will. You know, the footpath I passed on the way here might be a great way to do that. I haven't used it since our trip, so maybe I could do with a little dip. I'm tempted to join her. Go for it. Don't be tempted. Go for it all the way. That does sound good. Can I come with? The more the merrier. Let me just finish up my shopping and we can head over. Ooh, what are we gonna talk about? After Rean helped Alisa carry her purchases back home, the two of them made their way over to the footpath. I can feel the warmth coursing through your whole body. It feels like all my exhaustion is just melting away. Yeah,
The footpath's nice all year round, but it's really something special during winter. The last time we were here, it was still early fall, so I imagine you can feel the difference too. I can, actually. I think it was winter when I came here with my family as a little girl too. Oh yeah, you mentioned that last time we were here, that you'd been once with your family. Do you remember how long ago? Well, my father was still alive, so it was around 9 years ago, I suppose. It was grandfather's idea to bring us all here. This was back before Sharon joined our family too. That sounds exactly like something he'd suggest. If it was 9 years ago, that will make it a few years or so after my dad adopted me. Ooh, how funny would it be if we actually bumped into each other back then when we were kids? I couldn't stay for long since everyone's really busy with work at the time. But I'll treasure the memory forever. The whole family together laughing and smiling, and mother and father at my side. It's amazing how much changed in 9 years. Everything is completely different now, both at home and in Erebonia as a whole. I just hope mother is alright, wherever she is now. Give me a minute. What you doing, Rean? A minute for what? What's this? It's called a happiness hair. They're seen as a kind of good luck charm around here. Normally you put a bit more effort into making one and use different materials, but this will do for now. Aww, it's a sweet little thing, isn't it? I know, right? When we were kids, Elise used to always make one for me whenever she thought I was down. Oh, sorry. You must be worried about her, as I am about mother. I'm sure she's just fine. That's what I'm choosing to believe. So just try and believe that your mom is fine too. I'm sure that you'll be reunited with her before long. Just don't give up hope. Yeah, I won't. Come on, don't cry. Here, this will cheer you up. Don't worry, you... Wait, was that a memory from when I came here as a little girl? Alisa? Sorry, I guess a little childish to think something like this would cheer you up. Oh no, that's not it at all. Thanks for the encouragement, Rean. I won't give up. And I'll keep believing that we'll both be reunited with our families before long. That's what I like to hear. They did meet when they were younger. A sweet memory of the youth. And that they were already connected way before long. After that, they soaked their feet in the footpath for a while longer and enjoyed some pleasant conversation. When they got out, Rean bade farewell to Alisa, who chose to return to the general store. Those footpaths are really great. Just one little dip and your whole body warms right up. Maybe I'll get Sharon to join me next time. Go for it. And if you ask me, I will come too, I'm sure of it. Alright, one more to go. And then we can go back to our room. And of course, end the day and move the story forward. Sharon was kind enough to give us the official Ouroboros seal of approval on Ymir's defenses yesterday. They might be number 1 on the guild's list of enemies, but everything I've seen out of her is worthy of our trust. Still, the more time passes, the grimmer the situation here in the Empire gets. Maybe it's time for me to square things up with the goddess, just in case. A little prayer couldn't hurt me right now, right? Maybe I should join him. Let's go! If you're heading off to pray, I'd be happy to join you. That's the plan. Nice to have some company. There's something I want to talk to you about anyway, so I guess the goddess is smiling on me already. What would that be? Well, the last event with Toval was very important as well, so maybe this one is too. I'm kinda surprised you wanted to come and pray all of a sudden. You never really struck me as much of a religious man. Well, it's cause I'm not, really. They only really come to church to pray before the big jobs. What brought you here today then? Well, you even need to ask? I wanted to pray for you kids' futures, as well as the future of all of us in the Bracer Guild. Both of Ideals and my other goddess. Whoa. Who's this other goddess? Is it Sharon? She is another goddess, isn't she? Kind of an embarrassing question to answer, to tell you the truth. But she's the woman who set me on the road to becoming a bracer. Oh. It all started back in the day when I was still working for Old Micht. I ended up getting caught in some trouble, involving an artifact, you see. And she's the one who helped me get through it all. Ah, the confirmation we had in the comments a while back, saying it was someone of the church. If you don't mind me asking, what kind of trouble? Let's just say that one experience I'll be happy to never relive. I was pretty skilled with arts even back then, but she even hadn't come when she did, I would have been a goner. She's a tad on the violent side though, the kind of person you could take out the whole Jaeger Corps with her bare hands. I think a tad might be putting it lightly. Still, that was how we met, and she saw the potential I had when it came to arts. Thanks to her, I ended up finding my true calling. I threw away all the aliases I'd been using up until that point, and just became Tovel Rendeneur, the Bracer. And that's how I'm going to stay. Anyway, I guess I'm trying to say that people at the end of the day are the sum of their experiences. There's obviously a lot you don't know about your past, but that's not what defines you who you are. What does define you are the choices you make, the path you choose. That's what I think at least. Tovel. The head petter gets head petted. The justice has been served. Well, anyway, you still got more time of your more of your classmates to find. And even then, you still got plenty of time to find exactly what it is you want to do with your life. But if you ever need any advice, you can always come talk to me. Thanks, Tovel. I still have no idea what I want to do after all of us meet up, or even after this war's over, but hopefully by the end of it, I'll have a better idea. There we go. Yeah, Tovel is a good person. Their conversation finished, Rean and Tovel offered up silent prayers to the goddess, and swore once again to survive the trials of war and come out the other side. There's a lot of giant question marks in your past, but so what? There's not what defines you who you are as a person. You know what will? The choices you make and the path you choose. At least that's the way I've always seen it. So just be sure to take some time to think about the choices you make. Oh, and if you want my advice, you know where I'll be. That we do. That we certainly do. Alright, let's give a small talk to Gaius and Machias, just to have it on the list. I've only been away from the Empire for a month, so I'm kind of surprised by how much I missed it. What a great town to come back to. This village holds a lot of memories for Class 7, I can certainly say that. Oh, I'm happy you feel that way. Given that the people here are being gracious enough to host yet again, I'd like to give them something in return. I just haven't decided exactly what yet. Yeah, but we know what it is. We definitely know what it is. Alright, so I'm gonna talk to the other two as well, which will probably be exactly the same thing we've heard before, so we don't have to repeat that. And then we'll just go home. Alright, back home again. And I did notice that when we talked to Claire, we got an extended message about talking about what we know, what she knows about Milliam. But, same reaction, it's part of the intelligence division and I cannot say. But at least we got the markings for her character sheet. Should I go rest in my room now? Choosing to rest will cause the main story to advance. Any unseen bonding events will no longer be available. Let's rest. Ooh, money.
Oh, you went up a rank.
Yes, I did.
Here's a little something from the guild.
Ooh, true gladiator headband. That must be a better one than we already have. And a dragon vein as well.
Keep it up.
I will. Well, we at least shall get into the A rankings, and we'll see how far we can reach.
You should be proud of yourself.
Yes, that's what we want to see. As many S's as we can find. Because with every rank higher we get, the more items we get for free, and the better they'll get. So I can't guarantee we'll get all the rankings, but I'm definitely going to do my best. And another beautiful morning in the mirror. Oh, good morning everyone. Did you sleep well? We did, thank you. I think I can speak for everyone when I say that it was just what we needed to take on the day. Breakfast was delicious too. I'm kinda jealous of you, Rean. Really? I wouldn't have been possible if not for Sharon. She's been an incredible help these past couple of days. She's even taught me a few new tricks in the kitchen. All this cooking's been rather fun with her around. Oh, their pleasure's been all mine. This has been a wonderful opportunity to learn more about the local dishes. I simply can't wait to treat each and every one of you to the new recipes I've picked up after seeing some additional practice. I doubt you ever need to practice, Sharon. Just don't forget that this isn't your home, okay? No overstepping your bounds. But of course. Incidentally, how's the Baron Sworzer? As much as a relief it was to see him up and about again, he doesn't seem to be back to his old self yet. Well, I'm afraid not, and you wouldn't be the only one who noticed either. Father Bernard said as much when he came by as well. For now, he needs to focus on getting his strength back. We'll have to take things one step at a time, but as long as he eats well and gets plenty of rest, I'm told he'll be fine. I can imagine that the thought of his own daughter getting kidnapped is weighing pretty heavily on him. Not just because she kidnapped, but that he wasn't able to do anything about it. Yeah, at least that's what I can imagine. Maybe at some point we'll learn from the Baron himself what it is. Ah, glad to hear it. So am I. Just please tell him not to try and rush things. You know how he is, Mom. Oh, no need to tell me. I heard you just fine myself. Hey, he's up and about. I didn't expect that. Oh, shouldn't you be resting, darling? And what did I literally just say? You should get back to bed, Dad. Oh, not to worry. My injuries have entirely closed at this point, so a little trip down the stairs won't kill me. If anything, I'm a bit unsteady on my feet after all that sleeping. But you can't fault me for wanting to see my son and his friends off, can you? You can forgive your old man for playing, though, tough, just this once. Well, if it is just this once. If you must. You can clearly see who Rean takes after. Ain't that the truth? I don't doubt for a moment that you'll find your classmates and bring them back here safely. So, go out there and do it. Go and walk the path that you want to take through these turbulent times. You may not know what the path is just yet, but so long as you're together, you'll find something to guide you in the right direction. Thanks, Dad. I'll be back before you know it. Until then, I leave everything here in your capable hands. I won't let you down. Good luck, son. Shall we get going? We're going to go see Felly at the end of the valley, right? Yeah, we need to use the spirit path again to travel. He's our way in. We'll need to figure out who's going in to be this time, too. I'll be making that decision too, you, Master Rean. Yeah, I agree. Let's make sure we've taken care of everything we need to before taking off, too. Roger. Only 3 we can pick? Well, I already said that I was Sharon, but she's probably gonna be the support one. I I saw a suggestion of Alisa, which I think would be a good choice since she wasn't with us last time. And I need a hitter. Because Alisa is going to be the healer. Well, we do have Sharon, who's a heavy hitter herself, and probably going to the Gram, we're going to get Laura too. So I think the wise choice would be to go with the one with the lowest level, so you can catch up with the rest. And of course, Sharon as our support. Leaving preparations to Rean and his chosen group, the rest went on ahead. Alright, so you know what this means. That means we have to do a round of the entire town before we head off, just to see if there are some items we can get or a hidden quest. And then after that we can go up to Valimar to make that journey. And they really finished off the snowman. Loving it. Alright. It won't be long, Bodo. I'll be certain to serve everyone to the best of my abilities. Thank you very much. Ah, they're both upstairs. Yep. Did you force him back into bed? I'm perfectly fine now. Leave everything in the village to me. As pleased as I am to return to my duties, my biggest regret is how much worry I've caused your mother this whole time. She fell asleep sitting down, didn't she? Yeah, she must have been beside herself with that's been going on, but she stayed strong as ever. Let's not disturb her. Have a safe journey, son. I'll be praying to the goddess for you to be reunited with your classmates. I'll be back soon. I know you've been worried about me, but I assure you that I'm perfectly fine now. Leave the village to me. I'll pray for you to be reunited with your classmates. Thank you very much. Darling. Yeah, lovely. Alright, let's do one more building and then call it. Oh, I'm on the hunt for materials that could improve my fishing tackle. With my rod and net the way they are, catching that fish I spotted earlier is nothing more than a mere pipe dream. It appears I'll need to make my improvements by hand too. The people of Ymir appears to be no strangers to this sort of labor. Perhaps I'll pay the tavern a visit later and see what Gerald has to say. Would be a good choice to do. People are saying the cable car is finally working again. We've all been waiting for this day for a long time now. Now we can finally restock. We can run a shop without stuff to sell, after all. Oh, our customers will be so delighted. I've already given Luke the list of the stock we want. My hubby hasn't seen it, of course. He just complained like he usually does if he did. I've given Luke the list of the stock we need before my husband can see it. I can't wait for it to arrive. Alright, one last look then. Ooh, I totally forgot that I haven't even read the new munchies. So we have a soup to add to the list. Definitely have to do that. And yes, we need to make sure for the characters at least we have brought with us that we have the proper upgraded quartz with us. Oh, guess what? The cable car is finally back in business. Oh, how I've been waiting for this day. I've got the list of things we need all ready to go. I'll have to get Luke to take it down the mountain and deliver it to the usual guys. Business here finally starts to return to normal. I'm going to have to be careful my wife doesn't take this chance to order any more weird stuff in though. Oh, she will. She definitely will. So that means next time we might get new master quartz. And I will not be unhappy with that. I think the rest will be the same because we already upgraded everyone's weapon on the first roundabout through the entirety of the town. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it here. Next time we're gonna finish off the town by talking to the rest of the people. In between the episodes I will do my best to arrange all the quartz for everyone. Because Sharon is new and Alisa is new. So we need to give her some of the new stuff, upgrade Machias as far as we can. And of course the status ones that we have, Petrify, Seal, Nightmare, that we do make sure that they all have level 2. So I think Sharon will probably get Nightmare, Seal for Rean, which is already level 2, Petrify on Machias, because I think that will fit him pretty well, and maybe Fire or Steel on Alisa as well. I think that would be a good choice considering her skills that she has. We'll add to them as well. So that will be for next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we continue our journey toward Nevercraven. See you then. Bye bye.